What up? What up? What up, y'all?
Do what it do.
Welcome back to another installment of More to Discuss in this biatch.
Oh yeah, baby, we're back in action.
Yes, ma'am. I am your host, one of the two fly pair of hosts ever to be hosting, Nunflyer, here with my lovely and beautiful daughter, Tojo, in the building.
The Tojo.
How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, chilling, doing this.
Hey, look, I got one just for the show. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Can't
to have
roll
one
up
for the
on the
show.
lap. Always. How you guys liking my hair?
For the show. Oh, that's orange.
It's like orange and blonde and
Kind of look like a Cheeto.
platinum
If
and
if you
purple.
look twice, it look kind of like a Cheeto. Look too fast,
Okay, I can see Cheeto. I can see Cheeto. I can see that.
I seen it.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I ain't got no orange hair. Not that I should hit the beard, a couple strands like blam,
You
blam,
could. You
strand,
could.
blam, blam. Get some Cheeto going. But then I might fuck around and eat it. Cheetos are fire, so gotta keep away from them. Yellow,
Well,
orange.
good for you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the hot ones though. I'm just not a hot Cheeto kind of guy.
I
But
love hot
these
Cheetos.
joints,
That's the bad thing. That's even worse for you than regular Cheetos. But I can't. I love hot food.
I don't like the mess, but I love the food, so it kind of works out.
Definitely.
So man, we gonna get off into us a nice discussion about trust. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Trust in your fellow man. Trust, can you understand?
Yeah.
Trust,
Yeah.
trust. See?
Trust.
So I'm gonna start the conversation off with this question. Is trust earned?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely earned. Definitely both ways. Like if you lose that bit and you want it back, you gotta earn it 10 times harder than you had to earn it to begin with. But it's definitely earned, without a fact.
But how do you come to the point to where it has been earned? Like, do you put people through different tests to see, man,
Yes.
I don't know if I could trust this nigga. Let me
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Different conversations, different situations. Like let me leave this $300 right here, wide out and open, and see if such and such going budge or not. I'm gonna leave them in here by themselves. I'm gonna go wash some dishes for 45, 35 minutes until it's time for them to go and see if I can go back and count my money up, and it's still gonna be the same. Like stuff like that. Or if you're
But
like
do
in
you,
a relationship, like I don't really know. I guess like telling somebody something bogus and then like seeing if they like how they react to it, like if it's like a judgment or if it's like a okay,
okay, so see,
like
just okay, so I was trying to build up to the relationship part. I was trying to get like this
or like
basic
a gist of just like a person wise, basically.
the bottom line sort of general
Oh, well,
understanding.
then yeah, generally, yeah, you would do like little sneak tests, the tests and tricks and stuff to see like if this person is trustworthy. Tell them two truths and a lie and see if they could. You know what I'm saying?
But do okay, so you probably do. I believe, well, I don't, because primarily I don't be having time for all that shit. I just try to be me and then like just keep my eyes peeled, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the grass is mowed real short, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Make sure not to extend myself too much. And then when I do, just keep my eyes open. Keep an eye on you. You know what I'm saying? Limit as many opportunities as possible. That way when something go wrong, I can trace the shit back.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But in terms of overall everyday people, I'm a generally trusting kind of guy. Like, I'm not gonna just let you tell me that the sky is purple and I'm not high enough to believe it.
right,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna trust you like that. I ain't just gonna give you no money on some investments. Like, I ain't gonna trust you like that. But
yeah,
I'll give a motherfucker a chance to lie all he want to, you know, until whatever he talking about or however he moving is proven false.
I
In
feel
that
like
same,
I'm always, I don't know if this has been portrayed to me as a good and a bad thing, but I've always been like a super open book no matter what. Like I've always just been like cutthroat, like this is who I am, take it or leave it type of vibes. And it got me stabbed in the back a few times, but not too many times to where it's just like ended up being a problem.
See, that's me though. I'm the same way, but I don't consider that like. I mean, I'm not open book. I'm just not afraid to be who I am. Like I'm me, and I can't be nobody else. So that's
Right.
what I'm gonna do. Um, as far as people like taking advantage of it, not so much because I'm not that kind. I mean, like I don't bring that kind of energy. I guess, like I tend to fuck with pretty loyal
People.
cats. The cats that I fuck with are all of like mine. Like, you know what I mean. So it's not really a you know, can I trust these type of niggas? And I don't really have too many new friends. So all of my dealings with people are like business or like, whatever, some shit like that, right? Working shit. And in that fact, you put personal protections around yourself, I guess, but I'm, generally a fairly trusting dude in terms of overall. Now, relationships, since that's where you was going. How do you work that into your repertoire of
Um,
trust?
Honestly, personally, I kind of go in giving everybody a pretty much clean, top tier, straight out clean slate. Like, you know, I personally give people trust, and I allow you to either build on it or break it down. But that's like when I'm in a relationship with somebody. Like, if I build a certain type of connection with you, I want to automatically instill some type of trust in you because it's like I don't like to feel like I'm working too much, especially if I'm in like a relationship because it's like then it becomes not genuine and not fun. It's just something that I'm constantly working on and working towards, just like a lot. So I just automatically give like a little slip of trust at the beginning, and then like either you gonna rip the slip or break it or whatever you gonna do to it, or you gonna get that bitch laminated and make it the best slip you ever had. I don't know, like, and I feel like a lot of like I've had a time where I was so open and so trusting with somebody, and they literally used every single thing that I've ever told them, like as a friend too, because we were friends prior to being in a relationship. So these everything that I've ever told them, like as a friend, and everything against me in our relationship, to fight with me, to pick like problems or arguments, and it was just so crazy because it's like I can't believe I really trusted someone with that kind of information. It kind of made me want to be more off and not want to give that trust because it's like, damn, I just told this nigga and now, mm.
Okay,
So
but see,
I got bit in the ass being too trustworthy.
See, I guess when it comes to personal information and shit like that, I mean, because I'm not really, I don't do a whole bunch of like secret shit that I have done. I don't have a problem with doing, but
Yeah.
it's just it's the type of shit that if you ain't got to tell a nigga everything to show that you trust him, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give a motherfucker everything to
See,
show.
I didn't know that, and at the time of life, I was a really big cheater. So I just feel like I had to just spill on my beats order for you to really know because I
Well, I
just
mean, if you're divulging information in terms of who I am and what I do, or the type of shit that I've done, you can always expect, always 162,337% expect that shit to come back at you,
yeah,
because
that never happened to me before.
those are bullets for fodder. That's like giving a motherfucker something. You know what I'm saying? Even
Ammo, like
it's
literally.
like that's why you got to be strong enough, or you got to be fortified enough to take those hits, because at the end of the day you did the shit, so what the fuck you gonna be mad about it? Like, you can't be
That's
mad,
so crazy
right?
because it's
Like,
but it's
you
like
can't be mad about you getting you threw back in your face. Like, so what, niggas? Like, yeah, all right,
I
so I
mean,
mean,
okay, but if it's in a sense of like it's things that like had nothing to do with the person, things before I even knew this person existed, like how can you use that as ammo for your anger towards me?
that's why you don't let it anger you.
It's
That's
my
why
path.
you keep your truth to you, or even if it's out there, you embrace it. Like, so what, nigga? What you
I
said?
think I was behooved more than angry. Honestly, I was more so behooved than anything.
Yeah, I could. I mean, because all right, so now that it's been done, now you know, and knowing it's half the battle. Yo, Joe, um, like, even if you do choose to, like, I got to tell this person everything about me. If there's ever a chance that happens again,
It
You
has.
can
I'm
be
in a
effective.
relationship now.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but just because you're in a relationship don't mean you got to be doing all of that. Like,
Yo,
you gotta
I
save
just
some shit for later. Like, um, so you push everything out there in the front at the beginning, then there's nothing for them to learn. And I'm not
that's
saying
not
like,
true because people grow and evolve.
yeah,
New things
they grow
happen.
with you, so they're not necessarily learning. They're more like experiencing. So it's a difference. It's no discovery in it. You know what I'm saying? It's. I'm with you. So we're discovering together, not necessarily a
I
learning
mean,
situation. And at the end of the day, I don't mean in terms of like the freaky deakiness or whatever. I'm just saying in terms of
oh, a person,
you
but
are
I
being
kind
open.
of don't agree with that in a sense, in a way, because I feel like regardless if we're together or not, my path is my path and your path is your path, and what goes on in your head 99.9% of the day, I have no idea. And how you change personality wise on your own before you broadcast that to the world, I have no idea. The things that you go through personally, I have no idea. I'm just there, you know what I'm saying, looking from the outside. So it's like, I feel like I put myself out there like that. So it's like, you know who I was, and then I'm gonna show you who I am, and then we can learn, or I become along the way. But I don't know. I just like to be very like clear and forthright because I'm a very interesting being, like very interesting. So if I didn't give you a little disclaimer, you would probably look at me like I'm insane.
But that's why you don't tell nobody nothing. You let them discover and let them make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, nigga, this is a part of me too. I mean, shit, you rocking with it still? Well, all right then, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't because they don't expect it. They'll sit there and be like, oh yeah, that's her. Like
Yeah,
I guess it's more of like I believe you should still have something to talk about after 10 years. Like
yeah.
maybe did you know this about me? It's like no, you never displayed that. Like yeah, I
I mean,
really
of course
don't.
it's little. Of course it's things, but I don't know. I guess the things that are on my head in the forefront when it comes down to, oh, tell me about yourself. I'm like, okay, you got your pen and pencil ready because it's about to be a lesson, baby.
That's what I'm saying. They ask me, tell me about yourself. Well, that's a question that's loaded. You're gonna have to learn about that in experience.
I've never said that
All
before.
I can say is I'm the coolest cat you'll ever know, and you can take it from there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I really wish ha, I wish I knew how to express that like
Because
that.
I can't explain me in words, especially for you to really comprehend me, right?
Yeah, because
Um,
the words I use is like crazy. Yeah,
and then also allow you to be put in general zones and boxes and thought frames and processes and things of that nature. Like it allows people to assess you before you're ready to be assessed. You see what I'm
right.
saying? Um,
Okay, I see that.
that's why gradually a revealing of anything is pretty dope. Unless you drop it like even in dropping albums and content and shit, like you want to promo that shit, like you want to push a little out there. You want to give them snippets and fucking
Yeah,
commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like trailers. I mean, so it's like it's the same as in with life, man. Like I can't if and I think a lot of that is such a rush to go into the whole um proving that you know, I am who I am. I am who I say I am, and you can
right.
trust in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I opened on like like I
I put it
believe that
all on the line. What's not for you to not trust? Why wouldn't you
right,
believe? But yeah,
and a lot of the trust test, I guess you could say, I do is in expecting not necessarily expecting the same, but the same energy. And if I can't get the same energy, like okay, like say for instance, right? If I had a homeboy, so like it's four of us, and there's always one nigga in the crowd that ain't never had shit, right? Ever. Don't ever kick in for nothing. Always forgetting the wallet and all that type of shit. I already know, nigga, I can't trust this nigga to have no money. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I ain't gonna invite this nigga to nowhere where money is involved. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna do none of that. You might be able to get a value meal burger or some shit, smoke some weed and drink and shit, but you gonna miss out on all the festivities because you can't trust you to hold your own. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that type of shit.
Hey, I ain't about to pay for two.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit kind of put people in a self categories and it kind of works itself out in terms of everyday terms of trust. Um, and it kind of plays out like that, I believe, in relationships, right? Like
Okay.
in relationships, a lot of it is respect. Like, um,
Yeah, it
because you
is.
can't just be like to constantly play games and try to bait trust traps, and is ridiculous when you think about it.
Man,
Because
like that right there, that right there is a respect thing. That is the most true thing ever.
right,
Because I never really understood how like people could like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, but still do this, that, or the third, or just like do really outlandish things or like just be disrespectful or anything. And it's like it's no respect.
hey, Mama Nell,
How you doing? It's no respect there.
right,
So it's like why would I don't care. I don't respect you. I don't care about you for real.
right,
Trust is given into you. Show me I shouldn't between man and woman. Stop playing. Exactly.
right. That's exactly
Exactly.
the
That's
point.
exactly
Like,
what we're saying. Yeah.
you can't. Okay, so you got to go into it with respect first, because trust is something that you give everything like that in terms of complimentary, right? You get a complimentary dose of all of that, a
Yeah.
complimentary dose of respect, complimentary dose of trust, depending on how gradual your relationship grow, or the situation in which you met, because some situations require an enormous amount of respect for you to gain a little bit of trust. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but trust, I mean, respect has to be led in any encounter that you come across, man, woman, and child. It has to have a certain aspect of respect.
That's a
Has to
fact.
has to precede you in those encounters, and then the trust will come gradually, right? Because you ain't go, at first you ain't gonna let nobody just ride in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like at first you're like, nah, nigga, I don't know what you got on you. Then you
Right.
go,
I'm not going to. I'm
right?
not.
You see what I'm
Very
saying?
much stranger danger. I'm not. I don't trust
Right,
you.
and then you get to hang around a motherfucker and get to, peeping and shit. You know what I'm saying? I bet, nigga, yeah, you can ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit is like natural, just
Yeah.
protecting your energy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You only
Because
give
that's really what it is. Protecting
a
your
little bit of
energy.
trust at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You always gauge everybody, and it's never a game. It's just about protecting your energy. And the longer you are able to share energy or share space with people, and, the energy get to bouncing off each other, and you get to figuring shit out, and that shit can ultimately be dope, depending on the type of motherfuckers you fucking with. Because you know the niggas I fuck with are hella trustworthy, my niggas, man. So
Yeah.
that's some
I
crazy,
I ain't
crazy
gonna
shit.
lie, I've to like just a few bumps along my 25-year road. Literally just a few. But most of the people that I have dealt with and called my partners in my family are trustworthy so far.
It shouldn't be a so far, because once the line is drawn, it's drawn. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like
but I
it's
personally,
in you, it's in you.
I'm a real person of a way rider. Like I feel like I haven't even experienced the most of my life to meet, all the people that I'm gonna come in contact with. You know what I mean? So that's why I say like a so far thing because I can't speak for my future, but I know I'm gonna be in a lot more rooms. So
But you
I don't know who I'm gonna cling to. I don't know who I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So I
but
just
you can though. The bigger your energy gets, the better it
yeah
is.
yeah. No, I can vouch for that for sure because I've definitely always been a light, and I don't attract that kind of person at all.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I've
Like,
always met those people through other people. It's never been through my direct like.
and when you know them, you detect them real soon in the game, right? Like, very
Mhm.
rarely do you get caught up in bullshit. Talk about, man, I should have never trusted this mother. You know what I'm saying? That hardly ever happens to me. In
Right?
terms
Yeah,
of,
that hardly ever happens to me as well. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? These niggas is, real niggas, real people.
I'm very good at making the choices of people like the company I keep because it really does reflect on, just you as a person, your productivity, what you got going on. Like,
Right. Right.
can't have too many motherfuckers around me that don't like to learn.
You know,
Can't do none of
and
that.
that by knowing yourself, bro. That's the only way you can determine, because you pay attention to it all. You know what I'm saying? You feel shit within.
Energy, not energy. I like that.
Yeah. But in terms of relationships, though, not so much. I done been in a couple, man. I should have never trusted this bitch moments. But with my niggas though, mm-mm,
See, and
mm-mm.
that's crazy because how do you miss select a partner, but it's like key, like spot on when it comes to the homies.
Intention. Intention breeds a certain amount of deception, I suppose. Because when you meet a friend, and a friend is a friend. It's like, nigga, if we ride, we ride. It's like, whatever, nigga. I just killed somebody. Well, fuck it. Where we go bury this nigga? Type of shit. You
Yeah.
don't get no pushback like as you do with a partner, because the intentions of your partner are your best intentions, but for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they got your best intentions at heart, but for them though. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure you straight so they can be straight. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not like they want you to be straight because they want you to be straight. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different type of energy. It's a different push. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that push from real friends because you know 9 times out of 10 they going through the same shit you going through. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But in dealing with a partner, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Not so much. You know what I'm saying? They want you for a totally different reason than your homie wants you around. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, ooh, but that's like another thing because like sometimes and sometimes not. Like it's just I don't know.
No, all the time. It's just that that trust is fortified by respect. I respect you and expect you to thank you. We trying, mama. We
Thank you
trying.
so much. I appreciate that.
I uh when see I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do your vibe, Bob. No, because that was a real good comment. Like that's true. Like that's what my intentions are
Hell
on this
yeah, all the
platform
time.
is to just open up a space of communication, for more daughters and fathers, mothers and
Fact.
daughters, damn baby
Fathers and fathers,
baby mamas, everybody. I
sons.
want everybody to be
Right.
able to feel comfortable enough to speak out and put forth your opinion because it definitely matters. And you never know, it might change your mind. You never
And
know.
and you learn stuff this way.
Learn definitely. Putting out knowledge is
You know what I'm saying? Learn stuff. But I no. So like you were saying, not so much in terms of in relationships because sometimes even in relationships they do be like wanting the best for you, but the respect has to fortify that. Like I
yeah.
fully expect you to
I
be
would definitely say that because when I was younger, like for prime example, when I was younger, like dating, like I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have respect for nobody I was dealing with. So I always had 4, 5, 2, 3. If I had a boyfriend, I had a girlfriend. Like I'm dipping and dabbling in everything. Versus like, and I've always told myself like I just never be the type to be faithful. I really just didn't have the respect to do that for people. Like I just didn't care. Whereas like
right
now, I don't even. It's like I could never. Why would I do something like that?
because you done done it. You
Because
done
I
done it
really
and you
got that
know where it
respect
leads.
for the person
Like
that I'm with. Like, oh my
you have
God,
to
I would not
you have
ever
to
do
live
nothing
that
like this
life.
again.
So you had to walk that walk in order to know that, man, that ain't really how this go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, you know who
Exactly.
stuck to the rules and who forgot about it? All
Right.
right, because that's that's facts right there.
But I
'Cause
mean, so I was the same way, not necessarily in terms of because I respected the. Well, I guess I did because very
niggas,
rarely did I have a freaking one-on-one relationship. But it wasn't for the fact of just out there being slutty. In essence, I guess it was, but it was more about being selfish. You know, I was a kid and I was full of myself, so you know,
so I got it
enough
from
respect
you.
was given. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
like I got it
Enough
from
was
you.
given,
Okay,
but not enough at the same time because it wasn't intentional. I was just all about me and us in terms of squad and what we was doing and how we was having it. And bitch, shut up because you getting some too. Watch out. You know what I'm saying? But we over here. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So, and then all the shit that came along with that. But it wasn't like, for lack of respect. I didn't think. I mean, I guess it is. But I was a kid. No excuses. I was a little disrespectful little motherfucker though. But it wasn't on purpose. I was just full of myself, man. Like I used to do disrespectful shit to everybody. Grandmother, mamas, uncles, all in the house.
you need
Just
your ass whooped.
disrespectful. Yeah, right. Really, I did. I didn't even ask with a few times. Got away with a few. But I mean, I'm grown now and can't none of them catch me. Well, my uncle probably can. But I mean, we'll talk about it if he
I
do.
said, I'll trip you, nigga.
We'll
Let you go
negotiate.
get it
You
run.
know what
I'm
I'm
gonna just
saying?
let you get it run and trip your ass. You on the
We'll
floor.
negotiate. But yeah, it was a total lack of respect though, and I see that now being grown. but it wasn't intentional because I was just a little fucking conceited, ornery little fuck, man, just running around doing what I wanted to do, basically.
Yeah, I feel that, and that happens. I mean, I don't know. It was more of a fear thing for me when it came to like authority per se. So I really don't know about that, but people, fuck about your grandma, fuck about your mama, fuck about none of y'all, fuck all y'all. That was me young, and it was bad because it's like you look at me crazy. I don't care how old you are, snapping off. Oh, don't stare at me. But now I have like such a different like aspect of life and people and just everything. It's just like you just never know who you talk to. You just never know, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got to be more mindful of the energy that you put off because you never know what you're gonna get back. It's just a lot of things that I didn't understand that I was really putting myself in with how I was responding and treating people and the environments around me because of my lack of respect for things.
So look, here's the crazy shit, right? In terms of friends and relationships. Through all of that bullshit, how many friendships do you still have that they went through you with all the craziness, all of the bullshit snap? When you snap, they snap. You know what I'm saying? Like through all of that though, how many of your relationships are still intact through all that though? You know
I
what I
don't got
mean?
no relationship, but I still got all my friends. I say them much.
Different levels of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different because one and two snaps is fine, but once you get to always snapping and they get tired of that shit, always getting caught up in your shit. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This is something.
Versus my friend could be like, girl, hold on, I'm on my way.
Right. Or
Like,
I know
just
going
say,
out
but
with
I'm
you, I'm
not
gonna
going
make
to
sure I
it.
keep my hair up tonight because I know we gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they come prepared. They know what's happening. And as you grow, they grow. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
may just be the one that be like, you know what, man, we too old for all that bullshit, man. Let's just let the little bitch, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't even fucking with you right now. And you be like, you know what, girl, you right. Let's go get, you know what I mean? That shit is how friends grow. And that, you know what I mean? But you can't do that with just any of body, i.e., in a relationship. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
It's a
that.
different
I mean, but
level of
I just
respect.
wish that that wasn't a thing because, like, I don't understand why you can't still have that same love. Well, not even the love, the respect and the trust in somebody that you're in a relationship with versus somebody that you're just friends with. Because, like, I feel like you should have that more so with a person that you're in a relationship with because this is if it's that person, your person, like the one you're actually gonna be with. Like, if it's that person, you
I
guys should have
believe
that.
I believe a lot of that is why that shit don't work, right? So like
Okay, so put me on to something because
relationships
I need to
force
understand.
people to I don't
Come
know how
on,
to say it. I don't know how
like
to say it. I don't know how
say
to
it
explain
however you feel it, and I'ma catch it because
it.
I'm really wanting to get this message.
Force people to pick a side, right?
Hmm.
Friendships allow people to pick your side, if that makes sense.
No, because why does it have to be a side if we together? They get like
Okay, so because again, when you're with somebody, right, they have an agenda. It may not be right, right. Fucking, you have to be,
no, that's a fact though.
you have to be okay. They have an agenda, man. Any relationships force agendas, man. I,
I
I
don't.
mean, I don't know how to express that because again, even if they do want the best for you, they want the best for you for them. Like they don't want you to be going, yeah, because they love you. Yeah, they want to spend the time with you, but more so they gonna miss the shit that you've done for them, the shit that you've done to them, yada yada yada, so on and so forth, right? Um, but I don't believe in
I feel
friendship.
like
Those
that's the
worries end.
common
You know what I mean?
relationship. I
But
feel like
I'm
that
not to say that not to say that it
common.
can't happen because we are in the realm of all things possible. So, and if there's a balance to be found, I believe you can find it.
I feel like I have. That's why I'm like trying to like really
So, I mean, shit, show me
information
something.
because
You know
it's
what
like
I'm saying?
no, because it's like
Show
in
me
the current
something.
relationship I'm in, like it's so crazy because it definitely started off as just like friends. So with that no boundaries, with that no judgment energy, and then we rode into more, of course, obviously, but that never changed.
And
Like
that's dope.
it has never changed, and it's so crazy because it's like that's why I'm trying to figure out like why do people get like that? Because I'm trying to like wait, let me know so I don't ever get there. Like what puts people in that place because we don't have that. Like I'm happy. Hope it never changes. But yeah, it's
I'm
not
sure
like
it won't. As long
I
as the energy stay
feel
the same, I'm
the rest
sure it won't.
of my life.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because you can't. It's again, it's that's a rarity because god damn it, you know what I'm saying? All yeah, yeah, it's different. It's different.
I'm about to sit up, looking at the jaws together,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what,
man.
like what, like
Right.
yeah,
And the call got to be respected though, and that type of shit again. If I can't trust you to make that call, I ain't gonna respect that shit. Like all that shit is one big fucking. I don't know, man. Like if I believe in you, then I believe in you, I guess.
yeah.
If I don't, I won't. You just ain't gonna get a whole lot from me. I mean, you'll get what I give you,
Okay,
but
so what do you feel about being manipulated, like a person making it seem like, oh, you can believe in me, getting you to get to that point, and then it's just like a switch that just changes, and then they just completely like, damn,
so
who are you type shit.
so um I believe that the energy that I exude protects me from that type of shit because none of my niggas are flippers. So I haven't really never came across
How that ever
a-
happened to you in a relationship though?
outside of a relationship. Well, yeah, and in that fact, then you go through a little bullshit, trial, tribulation till it ends. That shit will never last. You know what I'm saying? After all, if you exhaust all the whatever reasonable possibilities and reasons for you to be there, why you shouldn't be gone, and or you meet somebody new in that process, that type of shit never lasts. You know what I'm saying? Because you, as a righteous person, just ain't gonna allow it to. Because you can always have in the back of your mind, like, man, this motherfucker's a flipper. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's on transform ass, switch off, switch on ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
all that's gonna be in the back of your mind. That's just gonna drive a bigger and bigger wedge in between whatever the fuck that was until you just stop dealing with it.
facts.
You know what I mean? That type of shit never lasts. It weeds itself out. You know what I mean? And hopefully sooner than later, but eventually that shit weeds itself out. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Because you got to protect yourself with that type of energy, man. Like especially if you're a righteous person, and you're a good person. You like, all right, I see you, I love you and shit, so I'm here. But I see you, and then that shit's just going, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna run its course. You know what I mean? Because at that point, the respect is gone. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
yeah.
the trust, the respect is gone. Like, what the fuck,
Okay,
bro?
so how long do you feel like it
How
takes you
long?
to
How
really
long?
trust someone?
How long you allow the mercy to continue? Because now me and your good grade, me and your presence, bitch, is a fucking present. Because all the stupid shit you know what I'm saying, the shit that you do, nigga.
Yeah, that, but that's
Like,
let's go like clean slate vibes. Like, how long do you feel like just based off of like your personal experiences, if you could just like think like, how long do you think that it takes you to really trust someone?
personally, I mean, like in a relationship or like generally, because it's
Let's
all the
just
same
go
thing.
generally because
I trust
relationships
you until I
sometimes is
can't. Shit,
different.
I trust you until I can't. Like I said, I don't have time to be keeping tabs, man.
Yeah,
Generally, if I'm dealing with you on a daily, then you know, I'm not finna sit here and stay guarded all the goddamn time. I'm gonna give you every aspect of me that you deserve at that given time, and we just gonna keep it going the way it go. Like, it just happens. Shit, I'm in it till I can't be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
shit, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I ain't just gonna sit there and just leave all my shit open and just invite you all to the house and around my folks and shit like that. But I mean, in terms of general movement and hanging out and space respecting and all that shit. Yeah, man, I trust you do all that, man. I'm the type of nigga that like if we work in the same space, man. If you need pen, paper, pads, I got some chips here, whatever have you, nigga. Bam, make yourself an office, nigga. You know what I mean? Like that's me. That's always been me. Like never been a stingy dude. Never been a fucking manger or no fucking, you know what I'm saying? Groundy ass nigga. Like, nigga, let's do this shit. You here? We here? This is be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really, and until I can't, and then I'll be like, well, nah, nigga, you can't handle that. All this shit is now off limits, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, just stay out my shit, bro. You doing some other
nah,
shit.
nah, nigga, you can't use my pen,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You doing some other shit I didn't think was gonna be happening. So fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Fuck all that. And if you mad, nigga, be mad, or we can fight or whatever the fuck. But you know what I'm saying? Because But again, most people generally, you know, ride their wave. You know what I'm saying? We all hang out in our lanes, man. And when they intersect, we hang out together. And when they don't, we shit in our shit.
I feel like I've definitely always been a good person as far as when it came to like staying in my lane and intersecting lanes, and you know what I'm saying, like peacefully, because I don't know. I just am like water and air. Like I literally flow and fit in
Yeah,
everything. So I'm
gotta
like,
be fluid, man. Gotta stay fluid,
just
man.
like
Gotta be able to
whatever in there.
change in and out of it when you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like outfits. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Figuratively, most things though for me, not necessarily lyrically, because I can't change a lot. My beard probably, length and shit like that. Weight. Other than
Concept
that,
just
I'm pretty much
changing
what I am.
everything in my life. I always
Oh,
what
but this one I want to ask you too. Okay, so bam, bam, right? Bam. Trust. How hard is it to regain if you really in it with somebody and they fucked up once? Like, is it done? Do you really give them a chance to like prove the shit? Like how like do you just reset the shit? Be like, all right, nigga, we back at one until you do the shit again. You know what I'm saying? But like, how
I'm the
does that
type
work?
of ooh, I'm the type of person where it's like I can give you another chance, but the trust is not there. I don't believe anything you're saying.
See,
Um,
that's
and you
okay.
gotta show me, like you gotta
But how
like
can
help
we prove that though? At the end of the day, when we
find
set it
first like initially, of course, not doing the same shit that you did to put us in this position, and then on after that continuing to show that you can be, if the situation is cheating, loyal to the situation, if the situation is lying, being more truthful, being more open, like okay, you know what I'm saying, like if the situation is goddamn shit, I don't know, stealing, not fucking taking shit every other second I turn my back, I'm missing $20, $50, like it's one of those things where it's like you just don't do the shit that's causing the problem, because I don't have a problem with you in general as a person. I'm pretty sure when you trust somebody, you trust people in different elements at different levels. So it's like if you break my trust in a certain area, that doesn't, if I love you, it doesn't ruin everything because I still love you. But it's like I can't trust you when it comes to certain shit. So it's like I'm gonna just have to watch you and move until I feel safe enough to, if I ever feel that way. But then if too long I'm not feeling that way, we're gonna have to end this anyways because I'm not gonna be on eggshells for too long for nobody.
that's what I'm saying. Because for me, low key, after the trust is gone, niggas either wasted time or entertaining themselves for whatever other reason. Because to me, you're always gonna be that nigga that you showed me.
But that's not always true though. That's where like that's like a real gray area because like trust is such a gray area because things do change and people do change. So
Yeah.
it's like
But okay, so look, my thing is this: the essence of one doesn't. Like, for instance, yeah, that's true. Because once I used to rob jewelry stores, and now never again. Like, I wouldn't rob, nigga, Peter to pay Paul, nigga. I just assume borrow and pay it back.
hello.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, people can change. You know what I'm saying? But not the essence of people.
I
Technically,
don't
I
know,
wasn't supposed to
bro.
be out there robbing shit. I didn't come from a situation where I needed to rob no shit. I was raised by my grandparents. Both worked hard as shit. I had pretty much anything I wanted. I asked for, played sports, all the shit. So, you know what I mean? Being an asshole cost me a cosmic ass kicking. You know what I mean? Um, but to nobody fault but my own. You know what I mean? Because shit, my grandmother's still doing her shit. Like,
But you still
you know what I
change
mean?
so people can
But
install
I
their
went.
trust in you in a certain
But
way.
I'm still me. I've always been this nigga though. You can run across nigga who's known me in high school. Like I've always been this nigga. So it just forced me to be a more refined version of me. You know what I'm saying? But
I
shit.
guess. I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it change. I'm just saying, like, I just know some people do. So
No, I mean I'm sure. Okay, true that. Everybody changed
seen it. I ain't never seen it. I'm
day
just saying it.
in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There is change
Outside of
there,
like myself and
right?
direct people.
So and Okay, so and back to that, right? Okay, so if there's love there, you'll tolerate a motherfucker, right? Like, I mean, just for me, ain't no get back, I guess, because I'm gonna always have you pegged for, you know what I'm saying. And then if you do grow, I'll have to see it from over here, you know what I'm saying, and then congratulate
And
you.
things roll back in. Do you think that
And
things will roll back
eventually, shit
in?
could happen. I mean, I guess, but I'll be like, look at that nigga run around here. He stopped stealing this shit. That's cool. I hope my nigga be cool with that shit, and I'll just probably just live my life. But um, that's a tricky thing with me though, because I guess I'm vindictive that way. I don't know. I hold grudges. Yeah, I don't know.
That shit go, my boy.
It's just when it's back here, you know what I'm saying? It's always back there.
When it's back
So,
there, that definitely means it's time to let it go because it's too far back anyways to even be thinking about it.
nah, cause that shit always peeping up and shit. Like I'll be trying to compartmentalize shit, and every now and then that shit be like, man, but this motherfucker here, and I'll be like, you know what? That's real though. It's
No,
alright. You know what I'm
let it
saying?
go.
Like, it's alright. Yeah,
Let it go.
I try often. However, you know, I can only do what I can do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's, I mean, depending, not even in degrees, because again, like you said, I could trust you on certain shit, but then I can't trust you with this. And then if I
I'm
can't trust you with
saying it's
this,
like levels
if I
sometimes.
can't trust you with this, it's like, then what else can't I trust you with? Like, I'm not finna just keep testing
It
myself to
does
see.
make you start asking questions like,
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's a crazy, some crazy shit. Crazy shit happens after that. Like, if I, which is different because for a friend though, right? Um, I guess it should be the same all the way around because you can compartmentalize a bunch of little bullshit,
yeah,
you
when
know,
it comes to
and then
friends and
fuck with the
trust, like
motherfucker on
I
some
don't
major shit
cut it
and
right
still
off.
protect the whole water.
Exactly. I was about
But
to
I,
say when it comes to friends and trust, I like watch you like if I tell you something that I know you gonna probably tell someone just to see if you do, but it's nothing too serious because I really don't give a damn. And if you do, it's like
because I'll deal with niggas like
or if you
on some
don't, then it's like
like
okay, I guess I could get a little bit
overall,
more open.
but you know, I'll deal with a nigga like, you know, yeah, I know he'll fuck my bitch because he that type of nigga. So I ain't gonna bring him around my bitch. But we're gonna hit a lick together all day. And I expect this nigga not to tell on me. You know what I mean?
I just feel like if you're gonna betray me by fucking my bitch, you could betray me in any level.
Nah, but it's some niggas that's like that.
Like you, I
Some
can't trust you with anything
niggas that's
because
like that. Like
nah,
that's why
dude.
I said my niggas pretty much all around niggas, but I I know niggas like that though. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas like that. Like I ain't
Yes,
finna
that's
bring no bitch around this nigga. But yet this
beat
nigga
him
run
up.
around and shoot up some ops with a nigga though all day. Or you know what I'm saying? And expect this nigga to hold water. So I mean, it's a different it's a different thing, I guess, for different people. Trust is one of those things that I guess you can gauge personally in terms of each
Situation
individual
and
person.
relation.
Right, like each individual person probably has their own value system or whatever the fuck that they
Mm-hmm.
deal with in terms of trust.
Like a 1 to 5 scale in
And shit.
the
Like
head.
everybody got their own parameters and shit, right?
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
it's kind of fickle. Because love kind of outweigh a lot of shit. And if you
that's
really
why I
love them,
said
motherfuckers,
trust
you're
is
like,
such a gray area. It's such a gray area. Like it's such a gray area.
but it's a vast,
It's
confusing,
just such a
often
gray.
lonely gray area.
It is. That's why it's gray. Gray is lonely as shit.
Hey, gray is ill though. That's one of my favorite. Well, it is my favorite color actually.
I mean, my whole bedding is gray, but
It
that's
could,
not the
it could
point.
be it
The
could be
point
vast,
is, look, my whole bedding is gray, but that's not the point. I love a good gray, but not the point. The point is
but
like,
a vast
in
amount of
terms
lightness.
of gray, of the feeling of, you know what I'm saying? Not speaking of it as like a color per se, like as a mood, it's lonely. You portray gray to a lonely type of vibe. So it's like, it's one of those areas. I mean, I just feel like I hate when I don't have trust in the people that are around me because I'm not comfortable. I
Comfortable,
can't just be
right? Said
I don't
right.
know, bitch. If I take the wrong breath, you gonna try to do some weird shit. Hell no, like no.
But what if you love them though?
It's hard.
I'm saying, right? It's different shit.
Like shit. Like this my baby. Why? Why?
And you just try to leave that aspect to that and not venture into it.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, all types of shit around them will start crumbling
You
because
you have like, especially if y'all live like together. Like what? That shit don't. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like
yeah,
it's just
man.
oh my
That's what I
god.
said. Trust is crazy. It's a crazy thing.
Reeling in, reeling in, reeling in, reeling in. Like, oh my god, okay. Honestly, this isn't working between me and you.
But
But
I
that's
believe that's why it's highly important for people in general to be genuinely them at all times.
that, and to communicate too. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, that goes with being a human being.
if
I'm
you don't
saying in
fucking
terms of
talk
the
about
way
anything,
you know
I'm
they'll talk about any and everything over social
you
media.
can't tell me anything. If we can't have a genuine conversation about anything, I'm not supposed to take you serious.
Why not?
Why so?
I mean, I'm just saying, depending on what you're
Tell
trying to gain
me.
from the person, depending on what you're trying to gain out the conversation. If
If
they
it
can't get
is,
what you
if
want, then
it's
converse
if
with
it's
somebody
somebody that
else.
I'm trying to pursue, I need to
If
understand
they can't
that
give you what you want, then
you
converse with
have
somebody else.
great common communication skills, because you're not about to be just acting off of just straight action and don't have no explanation or any type of like nothing. It's just what I move. When I move just like that, and that's what it is. No, bitch.
So look, right? I have so I have such topical general conversations with people that I could pretty much converse about anything, right?
Oh, me
But
too.
what
Same.
I do is have meaningful conversations because if
Hmm.
it's nothing to the conversation, I'll dismiss myself.
Yeah, every time.
I'm not just finna sit there and talk all day about sports with you,
You
man.
know, it's so bad because like I got it so bad to the point where it's like if a person is really in a deep talk, like I will completely like block my ears up. Like I will not hear shit, and I will be like there, but I will literally hear whatever last word come out of my mouth. Like I genuinely hear that, so I can respond however it's supposed to be responded. But I block that shit out. Like,
especially if they ain't talking about shit. It's
what are you saying?
different if we in a conversation that
What are you
motherfuckers
saying?
learning something, motherfuckers is into, right? It's meaningful. Uh, Even if y'all just sharpening iron, right? Um, I can't just sit there and converse about why the sky is blue and what weed strand you like to smoke and why. Like I like
But
constructive
we can sit there and
conversation.
talk about how if you go deep enough in the ocean, there's a lake down there that's so dense that you can't get through that motherfucker.
Or we can
Yeah.
talk
You gotta give me something interesting. Hook me on. We're like,
or
like,
that's hilarious. Or we could talk about, trying to make what you do generally turn into some money, which is like my favorite
I love
conversation.
talking about money. That's my favorite
We can
conversation.
talk about lakes and the ocean. No, that's dope too. I mean, I have to Google some shit, but I'll get a little verse. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Cheeto curl.
You know what I'm saying? Told you. Look like a Cheeto. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy to get you. What up, brother?
Hello.
What
I
up?
see
Can
you
y'all
hit
see
the thing.
me?
Hey,
Yeah.
yep, we can
Can y'all
see
hear
you.
me
Hey,
too?
I can
yes,
hear
sir.
you. It's a little dark, but yeah, you there.
Oh yeah,
You
I'm,
are
I'm
our
finna I'm
first
finna turn the
live
light on.
guest. You know what I'm saying? Our first live guest ever. How dope is that?
Welcome in. Welcome,
Right?
welcome.
To the Board to Discuss podcast, baby.
This is dope.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? What's going
Yeah,
on, bro?
represent Zent.
How you
No
doing,
doubt.
man?
Hey
How are
man,
you?
I love what y'all talking about. I love what your bless and love, Queen.
Thank you.
My thing is this. Uh you must give yourself allowance of self before you can say I can't. I can't will never get anything done. Don't deceive yourself of truth. You never know who is gonna be the one to be who for you. Whether it be homies. Look at me and K Mac. I met this dude at a taxi cab company. He on one side of the track, I'm on the other side of the track, but I love this nigga and I will beat my own homies up for this nigga. So all that trust and
Too?
uh,
Nigga too.
respect. Come on now, stop playing. Open yourself up to truth. Rastafari Buddha. Open yourself up because the more you stay closed and defend non-truth, you never be true to yourself. What gives you the right to say, I don't trust this person? I don't respect this person? All this stuff is a given until they show you that you shouldn't give it to them. Stop
Exactly.
denying yourself the
Yeah.
sun because you think it ain't coming out because of the clouds. Look above the clouds. How many times you been on the airplane and it's all sunny, but then when you come down through the clouds, it's overcast. Don't overcast yourself.
I do that coming
Always
to.
give yourself the sunshine because it's always
I
there.
like that.
Yes, sir.
I like that a
That's
You
lot.
know, it's I say energy, INNERGY, the inner G, the inner self G. You know, I'm gonna be my own energy at
Yeah.
all times. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I don't
Oh,
deal with electricity
can't
because
be
I
done.
am the true electricity.
Hmm.
Positivity is electricity.
I
It's
love it.
something that brightens up everything. The more you deny yourself your own true positivity, the more you will not have no connectivity to nothing.
Right.
You
But
will relinquish yourself
you
from
can't get.
yourself
He bald headed,
because you
so
deny yourself, because you're so busy worried about this ship, this ship, this ship. Loose lips sink ships. And by denying yourself the truth, you have your own loose lips. You're sinking your own ship. You never know who's going to put an oar in the ground, put an oar in the water, rather, and help this boat keep floating in this ship. Like I said, me and
real.
K Mac, we probably some of the most unpredictable people to ever be together. But guess what? That's my dog.
I love
That's
that.
my dog.
I
Hey, you
You
literally
never
love
know what I mean?
know. You never know.
You got to reference yourself. You got to take a chance on looking in the mirror and seeing yourself. If you don't see yourself, you can't see nobody else. Don't deny nobody else because we are all one. Our outer shell is different, but our inner side is one. Everything is one. I'm the same thing as a tree, a dog, a cat, a leaf, or a bee. I'm the same thing. I uphold the same spiritual energy as
that.
such.
Right.
Yes.
I was the elder of the House of Rastafari South Central for 4 years before I moved to Tennessee. Because my dad is out here. He was 89. Now he's 91. I'm out
Woo.
here making $20 an hour as a machine operator.
That's dope.
I'm making
Son,
California money in Tennessee. I helped my dad pay the house off, and it's only going to cost me $7,000 a year to run the house without food, and I make $3,000 a month. So
yeah,
stop denying yourself.
yeah. Hey,
Don't
Beautiful.
deny
It's
yourself.
all happening, yeah.
All
I,
is possible. Look at the
Oh,
word. Look at the word. Look at the word impossible.
yeah, like
Don't
I
look at
said,
the word impossible. When you break it down, it says I'm possible.
my
Now
mom,
dig that.
we are in the realm of all things possible, baby.
Yeah, because it's on you. You got the
Mm-hmm.
same 24 hours in the day to do the same thing the next man do. Stop hating. Get
Definitely.
yours.
Yes, sir.
I love this guy.
You know what I'm saying? Good shit. Good energy.
Rastafari Buddha.
Like,
Uh,
oh my God, this is beautiful.
good energy
Oh
begets.
yeah. This has been my dude for a long time. Y'all don't even know. Me and this dude used to be sitting over there in his apartment. Man, me, him, and Bear, OG Bear, man, we used to have great times. Man, we was all younger. We was in our 30s, you know.
I know
Now I'm
Bear.
52.
I know Bear
Yeah, that's
too.
my Bear. Bear from the same neighborhood I'm from. Me and Bear from the same hood. But guess what? As you get older, you understand what hood is. If you're not 666, you're not from my hood. Y'all know what 666 is, right?
No, not really.
666 is six neurons, six protons, six electrons, which
Human.
makes up carbon-based melanated human being. We are
Hello.
actually walking in light. We are
Yes.
stardust. Black people, melanation.
Yes.
Melanin costs $238 a gram. Gold is not more expensive than what we hold. So
Mm,
hold on to yourself. You
mm.
know, can't nobody sink your ship. You allow them to commit mutiny on you, that's your fault.
Yes,
I
sir.
love
That's
that.
Don't deny yourself who you are or what you stand for because of somebody else and what you're thinking about somebody else. Stop thinking and just do. Do what you do until you see you shouldn't be doing it. Walk on by. Uh, uh, uh,
if it ain't for you, it ain't
uh.
for you.
You got the
That's,
power.
that's for sure. If it ain't for
You
you,
get to
it
be
ain't.
self-sufficient, independent. Cats be just doing too much because you outside yourself. Whenever
Yeah.
you pull information from outside and then try to give outside information, you suck it in and then give it out. That's actually not you. When are you going to become you? When are you you? I'm going to stay me. I'm not religious. I'm not any of these things. I don't believe in nothing in the sky, nothing in the ground. Rasta man say, I and I one. I and I is one with the tree. I and I one with the wind. I and I one with the tire. I and I one with the concrete. I and I one with the sand. I and I'm one with the rain, the clouds, the sun, the rain, the moon, and the mountains. How can you not be? All this holds the same energy. INNERGY. Everything is one. Don't disconnect yourself from the one. I and I is one. You guys are no different than me.
I love it.
We all have our own fingerprints, and we deny ourselves because we worried about someone else's fingerprint. If this cat go to jail for something and you was there, but he did it, your fingerprints don't hold on to it. It wasn't you. So stop acting like you have to uphold something and someone else and all this other agitated, uh, delusional, misconstrued, conceptualized information of self.
Mm.
The mirror will tell you the truth. But some people can't even see themselves in the mirror because they're so outside themselves. They look in the mirror asking questions like the Wicked Witch from Cinderella and all these things. Come on now. From Snow White, rather. All these things. Stop asking the mirror when you already know. My name is Noah. Knowa. No, uh, not knowing only what appears. Rastafari.
Yes,
I
sir.
love this.
Thank you. You're
I
right.
feel so hard. Like I feel everything he's saying.
That's what it does.
Oh, yeah, believe me, I'm an elder. I've saved three people from committing suicide, and I've saved four people's lives with the Heimlich when I worked at a psychiatric hospital for 11 years doing takedowns, slamming people for 11 years and putting them in restraints, letting them know this this hallway is Disneyland. I'd have been in everything, and man, I wasn't always this dude. It's a dude inside of me while locking away. I don't want to be that dude no more. I don't want to be that dude no more. We all had hood life, and this happened on 4 raids, 3 trials, two rides with the Mexicans, been in an 8-man cell, 3 stories underground for 7 months when I was 23. Come on, man. We got to get over ourselves and take that
Yeah.
leap of faith of self. Knowledge of self is key. If you don't know yourself, then how you gonna know somebody else? Because you're too busy disregarding the next person when that next person is you. We just in a different skin. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience.
Yes, sir.
That's all we are.
Hmm.
We are not different than the next person. Difference is what makes the world go around. If we was all the same, we all be police officers. There wouldn't be no doctors. We all be driving a Benz. There wouldn't be no 6 fold Impalas with switches on it. You got to find your niche. We all got a place. You
Everything.
understand how strong we are. If you say I'm strong for you, you can't be strong for nobody else. If you ball your fist up tight, water or ant cannot get in there. Stay tight. Stay focused.
Hmm.
No.
Solid. Enlightenment.
I like that.
Enlightenment of self. I deal with the ancestors. I don't deal with nothing else because uh, I'm not going against nobody. At the House of Rastafari was Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Moors, different sects of Muslims, different kind of Rastas, different kind of Moors, and all that. But we never had no problem. Nobody argued. We chime in and say what we have to say, and that's a focus. We all have something to say. We learn from each other. I cannot make all the mistakes. I must learn from mine and others.
Yes, sir. That's how you become better versions of
That's
yourself,
a
man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
because you have to take a little bit from everything. You
Yo,
know, I eat
true.
an orange. I eat apples. I take a little bit from everything. If I'm a lemon tree and you an orange tree, I'm not gonna try to make you an orange tree. And you're not gonna try to make me a lemon. We must grow together.
You know what I'm saying? Swap a little fruit. You know what I'm saying?
We both bring
You
the
know? Yeah,
It's
we all have something to bring to the table. So why not just sit down and all eat?
yo,
Us as melanated people, I like to say 666 because most black folks don't like to hear that. Oh, that's the devil. I don't believe in that dude. That dude,
that's like
I don't
it's
get.
so cliche. Like, what are you talking about? If you don't even know who you or what
Nah,
you
you
really
don't know.
are, like,
You know. I'm gonna tell you who you are. You, and
oh, right.
focus on that.
Yeah, I'm about to say yes,
You
you know.
are you.
You know.
You are you.
You
How
know
come
exactly
we
who you
always talk about stop comparing yourself? Just like today, we think about whips and chains and slavery, but everybody worried about whips and chains still. Huh? Stop playing.
Righteous people know.
Oh,
are.
but see,
So
some people
slavery.
are self-righteous.
Righteous people know. Truly righteous
Some
people.
people are self-righteous. It's a vibration. It's the energy, like we was talking about earlier when I was texting. It's a vibration. We all got friends that walk up and be like, "Oh man, here this dude come." I call them energy vampires.
Yeah,
You see it coming. You can feel it. You can feel it. How many times you been somewhere and be like, this don't feel right.
I
You
get
All
up
the
can
out of
feel
there
it.
every time. You
all
don't
the
get
time.
no, you don't get nothing from
You can
me.
feel that.
If I don't feel right, I'm on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. I've been places with some of my friends and get ready to go in the door of their friend house, and I get to the door like, I'm gonna sit out here and smoke a cigarette. They be like, you just smoke one. Well, I'm gonna smoke another one. I'm not going in there. I don't want that to jump on me. I don't
Be
need
out.
nobody bringing me down.
I'll be out here. Don't
Excuse
trip.
me.
You know.
I don't need nobody bringing me down. Nope.
Yeah, man. I vibe on the waves. High frequency for that shit. I try to be up all the time. I don't do miserable shit. Not at
What did
all.
KRS-One say? He said self-sufficient, independent. You got to roll with that because I
Yeah, man.
can't be strong. I can't be. I can't be. I cannot be black for the next black person. I can be black for me.
You can't let
Hello.
them
So we be black together. Then we become one.
stop you from trusting. That's true shit.
No, no. The trust. I give people respect
No, no,
and
I
trust off the
say,
top. It's a given. It's
trust
a
that you
given.
one's mistrust expect to stop you from trusting. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Once you see the vibe. Once
You
you
have
see
to
the get down, then you
keep
leave it alone. You don't get the best. Put it this way: when somebody has an action towards you, if you react, you might end up in jail. Your response should be silence. So therefore, they can see for themselves, you ain't
Hello.
messing around with that. I don't get down like that, and leave them alone. Fuck them and feed them fish food.
yes, easier to cut them off than
Mm-hmm.
pander and all that shit with them. It's easier to just cut them off. Let them
Now
do that.
watch this.
You know what I'm
Now
saying?
watch this. Cutting people off. That's the big key. Now you can't cut nobody off. It's not possible. You have to cut yourself from them. Don't
Right.
worry about them. You have to cut yourself off from them. Don't cut them off.
Yeah,
You cut
that's so
yourself off
funny
from
because
them.
that's basically what you got to do, like,
Cut them off
because
my
you can hit them up.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta cut yourself.
Worry
You know
But
what
myself.
I'm
if you don't
saying? You
cut
got
yourself off, it's like, yeah, you can block their number, but you still can hit them up on Instagram.
Yeah.
just like we y'all talking about relationships. Now check this out. You could be in a relationship for a long time and never know your woman or your man cheating. Or you're blind to the fact and don't want to believe it.
Hell a long
That's
time.
on you. That's on you. Now,
Baby, but I
I'm a
feel
for
vibes, nigga. You can't cheat on me because I can feel the shift in your energy instantaneously.
yes, 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 yes. When you
Cheating is
start acting different, now
And it's
I
not even
know you,
just acting
dog.
different, you
I
feeling
know
different.
you.
Your energy
Yeah,
your energy is going
yeah,
somewhere else. It's not
yeah.
physically. I don't feel that
when you got
that
to start
that
figuring out
electromagnetic
shit. You got
field
to start
of
wondering
love
why.
and respect between us. I don't feel that no more.
Yeah.
I
Once
feel
you got to
this.
start wondering
I feel
why.
empty. Where you at? You out there.
Yeah.
That's
Once
what
you got
Yeah,
to
because
start
you more
why.
you offset.
It's
You
Yep.
correct.
offset.
Mm-hmm.
You know when it's happening.
Against
You
me, but
denying yourself. You denying yourself.
saying
Don't deny yourself. Oh, I love this girl so much. Or I love this man so much. What
realize it.
happened to me loving me? When you don't love you enough to say, I'm done. I'm over it. You know? You
Damn.
gotta get over yourself at times, you know?
Right. Because a lot of it is being selfish. A lot of it is just being.
Correct.
A lot of it is just
So
being
you
self.
but you
Using
selfish to yourself to allow
whatever.
yourself to keep taking the beat down, taking the holes in this ship, and you keep patching them up. You're the only one rowing the boat, and you just keep going and going and going. When you know, damn, I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of this, but I love them.
Being
No,
selfish to
no, no. Love
yourself.
yourself enough to
Right.
get on.
Right. Being so selfish to where you deny yourself happiness is
Correct,
crazy. Don't do that.
correct.
Weirdest shit in the
Believe
world.
me, we all have our own. This way.
I
We
feel
are
like I've
all.
done that before. It sucks.
Yeah, we all have. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
we all have. We all have.
You
No
right.
one can deny the truth that we all been hurt.
Yeah,
We've
that's
all hurt people. We've all done stuff. But as you grow, you don't move on. You grow on.
right
It's a
on.
lesson and a
Right,
blessing all in one.
right the fuck on that one.
Man,
So
I
that was
tell
like
people all the
the
time.
literal perfect way to end off the literal show. Like that was so perfect.
Right,
You don't move on, you grow
right.
on. That was perfect. That was
Yeah, because you
go to
got to grow. Come on now. The sun is still here. When you look at the first energy is the sun. And then it's the grass and the trees. And then it's the things that eat the grass and the trees. Then it's the things that eat the grass and the trees. We are the masters of the things that eat the grass and the trees. A lion does not eat a hyena. He will kill it so he can keep eating. So we got to kill that bullshit so we can keep eating for ourselves.
Right on. Hey, thanks for joining the show, bro.
hmm
Beautiful stuff.
That was so amazing.
that was nice. We
Thank you
appreciate it,
so
bro.
much for coming in and dropping your knowledge because I
Oh yeah,
definitely
I
stuff
wish
you
I could have been on the Piranha show a long time ago. Now I know how to get in. That's my
said.
boy. That's K Macadocious right there. That's my dog.
Yeah,
That's
super
my
producer,
dog.
ultra producer. You can't be the super producer because that's Herbie Love Bug. So he the ultra producer. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. What you call me? Tramp. Herbie Love Bug.
right. But thank you though. That has been another episode of More to Discuss. I've been your host, Nunflyer, with my daughter, Tojo,
Jojo,
and we here every
our
Wednesday.
lovely guest today.
Yes.
Oh
Jo-
yeah. I've been
Jo-
I've been knowing that cat right there since man, what, 30 years now, damn near. I'm 52. I met this guy when I was like 28, 25, 20, about 28. Yeah.
Long
And
time.
we so called from opposite sides of the track, but we always been on track. So you got to relinquish yourself and stay focused.
yes,
Love
sir.
to the ancestors, peace to the piranhas. Hey, I love having teeth so I can get a bite.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
eat.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Join us on all of the many, many platforms that we're on. I wasn't even hip to. We're on all the stuff.
You said
Spotify,
every
uh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, sir. Every Wednesday. You see.
Okay,
Um,
I will chime in, no doubt.
all of the social media things, all of the platforms. Like, share, subscribe, rate,
Like,
all the
follow, comment. Follow me
Oh,
on
but
definitely
before we go,
Instagram.
before we go, you know about Coolio passing. I seen that Coolio thing. I was listening to it. I didn't know how to get in and talk. Do y'all
yeah,
know the week before Coolio died, he was on a podcast with somebody and they asked him, "What you think about the industry and what's going on? Has anybody ever did this and this and that to you?" He's like, "Yeah, I've had some gay stuff happen to me, and people ask me stuff that I really wouldn't do, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk." And he said some things, and he said, "I'm not gonna go too much further into it." And now he's dead. Prince talked about the Illuminati and chemtrails. Now he's dead. These guys, and then you gotta look at Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, uh, the big homie, Big U, uh, that nigga said, "You getting bigger than the hood," because he got tired of paying the hood $20,000 a month for protection. He wanted to go do his own thing. He wanted to teach self reliance, efficiency, and bringing people together like different hoods.
They're plucking
And
the
they
real
knocked
off
him off.
because it's all a whole bunch of fake, crazy shit going on. So the people that's trying to look out for the people are the ones, unfortunately, that are being moved out the way. But that's
That's
why a lot of people we just gotta continue to come together and use our voice as we do, and can't get us all. So yeah.
yes. That's why we
That's
must understand.
how I feel about it. Can't
We
get us
we got to
all.
understand we are all CEOs.
me and you got
This
that same.
way, first of all, we are all winners. It was 20 million, and I'm the one that made it to that seed. I was born a winner, so stay one.
Yes, sir.
Hello. We are all
Yes,
born winners. Be
yep.
one. Believe it.
Yes, it was 20 million along with you, but you beat them all out.
Blessed night.
Pretty damn fast.
I'm tired.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, bruh. I could speak for 5 or 6 days and not say the same thing. You ask the right questions. Bless and love to the piranhas, to the queen, the brethren, Kate Macadocious. Peace.
Peace.